Hi, I wanted to make you a quick video just to make sure we're all on the same page for our annotated bibliographies. I know a lot of you will be using journal articles as a part of your research for your technical research report. So one of the common things that I kind of see when I'm looking at papers in 122 is I notice a lot of students are going to be using materials from like the National Institute of Health and some of the journals that you can get through that resource. So if I go to resources and I'm just going to go to JAMA, and this is a link to the Journal of the American Medical Association. And if I take a look at what their most view, their 30-day most view article. So I'm going to click on that as an example for you. So a lot of times when you come to these, if you do them through a search, as opposed to going directly to the NIH or another kind of common agency like that, you may not exactly know what you're looking at. And so you have to do a little investigation to make sure that you are citing this as the correct type of resource. So this is not a web page. This is actually a journal article. And so I'm going to kind of walk you through how I know that and then make sure everybody's on target with how you're going to do your reference entry. So when I look at this, first of all, I know it's from the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA. So obviously my first clue is the word journal in the name of the source. But then when I start looking at what I see at the top here, those are going to be my other clues. So the first thing I notice is I have the original investigation. I have the title. And I have 3 authors, but then it says et al., which means there's a lot more than 3 authors. And according to APA, when you have 21 or more authors, you include the first 19 authors' names and then insert an ellipses and then add the final author's name. So yes, you have to list out lots of authors. Now in your citation, you would use the et al. With the first author. So it would be Oster et al. 2022. But in your reference entry, you do have to list the first 19 and then the last one. So I have all these authors here. I see JAMA, and if I'm not sure what that is, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to open up Google and stick it in. And it's not a software platform, JAMA Network. So there we go. Okay. And when I scroll down, I can see all the different publications that they have. Okay. So, again, this is telling me, kind of giving me some clues of what I'm looking at. And that way I know, okay, this is definitely an article. I can also open up the PDF. Oh, no, this isn't going to let me. I could open up the PDF if it lets me. I can also click on Cite This, and here I can see I've got what looks like a journal information here. So if I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at, I got to kind of use the clues that are provided in order to figure that out. And if you're really stuck, send me an email and I'll help you. So anyway, as I'm going on and I'm trying to think about how I want to create my reference entry, I'm going to be using the information that I see here in order to create the reference. So on your APA references in the course, when you go to a journal, you can see that it starts with the authors. I have only the year. Then I have the title of the journal article, keeping in mind we only capitalize the first word of the title, the first word of a subtitle, which is after the colon, and then any proper nouns. The rest of the title is lowercase. The name of the publication is in italic font, followed by a comma. Then I have 8, that's the volume. No space, in parentheses 3, that's the issue, comma, and then the page number, period. Then I have the DOI. And if all you have is the number, it is up to you to add the https://doi.org stem. Some articles may not have a page number, or maybe they don't have an issue number, and that's okay. You would leave them out. Some of them have an article number, and you'll see it labeled article number. And then, of course, that gets added in as well. So you kind of have to see what you have. And again, if you're not sure, send me a link to it, and I'll help you out. But when I look at this one, here's all of my authors. Here is my year, 2022. I don't need January 5th. A journal articles only use the year. Um, Here is the title. So I would capitalize myocarditis. I would lowercase all of this. RNA is always all caps. COVID-19, always all caps. Vaccination, lowercase US. That's an abbreviation for a proper noun. So, of course, that's capitalized. From would be lowercase. Name of the month, proper noun. So we capitalize it. Name of the month, proper noun. So we capitalize it. Then down here, just so we're clear with what we're looking at down here, the volume is 327. The issue is 4. The page numbers 331 to 340. Then we have the DOI number starting with 10. So what I then have to do is take all of this information and basically I need to make it look like this. So I'm going to use the information that's provided at the top of this page, but I'm going to be citing it in this format, or creating my reference entry in this format. So you have to really make sure that you're really careful about exactly what you're looking at. And when I click on Cite This, I cannot simply copy this because this is not APA format. Okay, APA says we spell out up to 19 names and then we do ... till the last name. APA says we do not capitalize all of these words in the title. APA does not put the date here. So the volume, the issue, the pages, we don't use a colon here, we use a comma, and then we have to add that DOI stem. So I'm pointing this out to you because you can use these types of helpful little things that you find in the databases, because a lot of the databases will have this type of citation thing you can click. Use it to help you, but ultimately you have to put it in APA format. So if you're not sure, reach out. I'm here to help. I'm more than happy to help. And I look forward to reading your annotated bibliography entries. Thank you.